Right, and hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Straight on again now for the cup draw. It's literally coming up in the next five. Last team to qualify into the next round of the competition. And yeah, well, exciting stuff here, guys. Please do smash that like button straight away and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm going to go through tonight's who's going to be in the cup draw now for the fifth round, and yeah, basically. So, going over it, basically, Hibernian beat Cove Rangers 1-0 yesterday, Thursday, as you know. Rangers beat Stirling Albion 4-0, and obviously today's results and who are going into that is Heart of Midlothian, who beat Talbot 5-0. Aberdeen beat Edinburgh City 3-0. Arbroath beat Darville FC 3-0. St Mirren beat Ayr United 2-0. Raith Rovers beat Banks OD 3-0. Annan Athletic beat Clyde Bank 4-3. Dundee beat Dumbarton 1-0. Kelty Hearts beat St Johnstone 1-0. Standout tie, I think, of the weekend. Dundee United beat Kilmarnock. Livingston beat Ross County 1-0. Motherwell beat Greenock Morton 2-1. Partick Thistle beat Adrianans 1-0. Peterhead beat East Kilbride 2-2. Drew 2-2 after extra time, but however did qualify on penalties. Celtic obviously beat. Let me know who you support down there in the live chat and who you want to get in the next round of the competition. Who are you feeling? Who do you want your team to get in the next match? Do the Old Firm fans want an Old Firm derby? Do the Edinburgh fans, do they want an Edinburgh derby in the next round, guys? Or would you rather a bit later on in the competition? Obviously, last year in the fifth round, we did see Rangers take on Celtic. So it is possible that the rivalries could continue. But yeah, let me get into the live chat, guys, and see what you are all saying ahead of this one. As I say, if you are new to the channel, please hit that big subscribe button, smash that like button and all the rest of it. Let's try and get to 100 likes as soon as possible. Celtic, I want Kelty, says Brandon Reacts. I'm feeling Rangers. John Mitchell wants Hearts v Hibs. Andrew Wilson wants Celtic. John wants Celtic. Peter wants an Edinburgh derby. Patrick wants Rangers v Celtic. Ryan Mays wants Celtic. I want an Old Firm game, everybody's saying there. Motherwell fan, a different view says, I'm a Motherwell fan and I want Annan at home, please. Obviously, probably wants a nice, easy tie after a bit of a scary one against Greenock Morton today, Motherwell. They did go 1-0 behind, but did manage to come back in that way. Anyway, let me just get the Scottish Cup draw up, ready to go. And we're going to see who everybody's going to be getting in this one, as we're about to get underway here for the cup draw. Every fifth round side is as follows: Kelty Hearts, Rangers, Hearts, Hibernian, Aberdeen, Celtic, Motherwell, Dundee United, Annan Athletic, Arbroath, St Mirren, Raith Rovers, Dundee, Livingston, Partick Thistle and Peterhead. A very, very was the different selective sides here. I think Kelty Hearts are the team to watch. They're looking like a real decent outfit at the moment. That was an unbelievable result that they got against St Johnstone earlier on today. An unbelievable result, beating them 1-0. But it does trouble what's going on with Kelty at the moment because with St Johnstone at the moment, because they've been so poor all season, and now the Scottish Cup champions, or whatever you want to put it, have lost that game there against lost against a League Two side. So that's different. 2 seconds as we just wait to see who everybody's going to be getting. Sorry for that, just cutting off for a second there, troops. As I say, just hit that like button, subscribe. I don't know, I just want to make sure I'm syncing up properly. I don't know why I'm not syncing up. I'll give it a couple of seconds. Sorry, I'm just changing the camera to make sure everything's all synced up in terms of my mouth. Yeah. Oh, it's a bit laggy. Oh, well, we're just going to have to do it, make do. I don't know why it's so laggy. Kelty Hearts versus Partick Thistle, says Ryan Mays. Rangers v Hibs, says Jordan Connolly. Isabel would love a 4 Kelty to go for Rangers or Celtic clash. In fact, I'm going to change this over because I don't know why my camera's acting up like that. I'll just change the thing here. Just clear that one away and get that up to the video. 2 seconds, guys, just bear with me a second. I'll just use this different. I don't know why I was lagging so much. There we go. That's better. Much better there that time. Sorry about that, troops. Anyway, as I say, we're waiting for the draw to start. I think it's going to start in the next couple of minutes or so. That's what Premier Sports were saying as they went for their break. And then things are going to get heated in a few minutes or so. 1,000 people in here, guys. Big shout out to you all. For those of you that haven't followed our Instagram yet, I know there's a lot of fans that maybe not interested into the YouTube side of things, guys. Jump over to Pure Scottish Football on our Instagram page and give it a follow. It's completely free. Just go over to Instagram, Pure Scottish Football. No matter who you support, whether it's down with Kelty Hearts all the way up to Heart of Midlothian, Rangers, Celtic. There's loads of content there for everybody. So, guys, please do jump over to our Instagram, Pure Scottish Football, and give it a follow. It's completely free, and there's loads of Scottish football content on there, loads of posts, no matter who you support, whether it's the Old Firm, the Edinburgh Derby, the Edinburgh Sides, or whatever. But we're underway now for the... We're underway now. The balls are out. 16 teams, 8 ties. Let's go. As we're about to get underway now here for the draw. Let's see who people are going to be getting straight away here. See who the first names out the hat are going to be. As I said, I went through the sides. There's going to be 8 sides to go. Cheers, troops. Just waiting for that first one. Came here for the ball, says Gallant Pioneer. 5th round draw begins. Motherwell versus Aberdeen are the first balls out of the hat there. Motherwell versus Aberdeen. The Steelmen versus the Dons. Motherwell will take on Aberdeen, ladies and gentlemen. That is the first tie out of the draw, out of the hat. Motherwell versus Aberdeen. So the Steelmen versus the Dons. It's going to be a home tie there for Motherwell. Struggled really against Greenwich Mortar, went 1-0 down in that game. Aberdeen win fairly convincingly against Edinburgh City, but it's going to be Motherwell. It's a Premiership clash there for the 5th round. Motherwell versus Aberdeen. Waiting for the second draw to start. Glasgow Celtic are up against Raith Rovers. Celtic have got a home tie against Raith Rovers. Celtic versus Raith. No Old Firm derby, and Celtic get a fairly favourable draw. I'd be pretty buzzing if you're a Celtic fan. A nice, easy one. Maybe a chance to rotate your team, especially when it gets into the business end of the season. Celtic against Raith in the 5th round of the Scottish Cup. That's who they have in the next round. So already, guys, we've got Motherwell versus Aberdeen and Celtic versus Raith. Just whilst we wait for the next balls to come out, guys, if you haven't already, please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We do cover Scottish football content all of the time, every day, daily videos. Next one is Annan Athletic, and Annan Athletic are going to play Glasgow Rangers. Annan Athletic versus Rangers. Arbroath versus Hibernian. Arbroath versus Hibernian. So Arbroath, who are currently top of the table in the Championship, will take on Hibs in the Scottish Cup 5th round, and Glasgow Rangers will have an away tie against Annan Athletic. So an easy one there, I suppose, an easy one, quote unquote, an easy one there for Rangers. Annan versus Rangers, and then Arbroath versus Hibernian. Heart of Midlothian are up against Livingston. Hearts versus Livingston. Another Premiership clash there between Hearts and Livingston. Hearts will take on Livingston, ladies and gentlemen. Hearts versus Livingston. Sorry for that one. Liam McCourt, Old Firm 2000. That's a shout there, troops. Happy days. So Hearts versus Livingston. So we're nearly through the cup draw, guys. It is. The next one out of the hat is St Mirren versus Kelty Hearts. St Mirren versus Kelty Hearts. Partick Thistle versus Dundee United. Partick Thistle versus Dundee United. Peterhead versus Dundee. Peterhead versus Dundee. So Peterhead versus Dundee. And I think that is it for the Scottish Cup draw. I'll go through them again real quickly. It is Partick Thistle versus Dundee United. Peterhead versus Dundee. Hearts versus Livingston. Annan Athletic versus Rangers. Arbroath versus Hibernian. Celtic versus Raith Rovers. Motherwell versus Aberdeen. And now the last one is going to be... There we go. So the draw in full is Motherwell versus Aberdeen, Celtic versus Raith, Arbroath versus Hibernian, Annan versus Rangers, Hearts versus Livingston, Peterhead versus Dundee, Partick Thistle versus Dundee United, and St Mirren versus Kelty Hearts there, troops. A interesting tie that's going to be happening here. Who are you excited to see? Who are you excited to have in the next round? I think both the Old Firm sides will be buzzing that they've got a sort of favourable draw against the sort of lower side, as they will be getting into the business end of the season fairly soon. But guys, if you can do us a massive, massive favour, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to the channel, and head over to our Instagram. So whether you support Rangers, Celtic, Hearts or Hibs, go over to Pure Scottish Football on Instagram and give us a follow on Instagram. Pure Scottish Football for daily Scottish football posts, guys. Jump over to Instagram, no matter who you support in Scotland. Pure Scottish Football, guys. That is it. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. That is the draw in full. I'll be back